Hi guys, Eric here. Hope y'all are doing well on this Tuesday, January 14th. So happy Tuesday, but it's not happy for all of us. I found on my news platform, what I use is Smart News, and here's what's happened today about an hour. House passes ban on transgender students in girls' sports. Yep, they just got their oath um, on January 3rd, and now this is the first bill, for the most part, the first bill. They're doing this rather than funds for the fires and things in California or the Helene and Milton, Hurricane Milton in Florida, funds and everything. So let's talk about this again. They're focusing on, well, before I say this, let me just read this for you. This is from CBS News. I know it's too light and everything, my phone and everything, but just to show you, see CBS News, House passes ban on transgender students in um, girls' sports. Just want to show you this to verify, because of course, a lot of the platforms are not going to be fact checked and everything. So I just want to show this and everything. So again, this was from CBS News. The House on Tuesday passed a Republican measure banning transgender girls and women from competing on school sports teams that matched their gender identity after the party leaned into the issue during 2024 campaign. All right, here, the bill. The bill, known as the Protection of Women and Girls in Sports Act, would amend Title IX, which is the federal law banning sex discrimination in schools, to recognize a person's sex, in quotes, as, quote, based solely on a person's reproductive biology and genetics at birth, unquote. Schools who allow, quote, a person whose sex is male to participate in an athletic program or activity that is designated for women or girls, unquote, risks losing federal funding. Now I'll say what I was about. Why is the House focusing on appendages? And that appendage is a penis. I'm pretty sure I can say the D name, but I'm not going to do that because of YouTube. It was passed in the House with 218 voting in favor, 206 voting against, and 1 voting present. The one person that's voting present, I'm going to set that aside. Because of the circus and everything, pick a side. Pick a side. 2 Democrats, and again, I'm not surprised, the 2 Democrats who approved it, who voted in favor, are from the state of Texas. So we'll call them Red Democrats. Representatives Henry Cuella and Vicente Gonzalez. Representatives Henry Cuella and Vicente Gonzalez. I apologize if I'm butchering your names. I don't like doing that. Joined all Republicans in support of the bill. Now, of course, y'all know that I am here in Charlotte, North Carolina. the person that voted present was Democratic Representative Don Davis of North Carolina. I'm going to ask a question. Why does the Republican Party focus on penises? Why? Why? It's a rhetorical question because y'all can't answer the question unless you put something in the comments. But I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. It's always the Republicans' party. Always. And I'm tired of this. There are fires running and burning in California. There are 3,000 people in Western North Carolina who doesn't have enough money to fix their houses, and they are living in hotels, and the FEMA program is about to end. And then, of course, in the state of Florida, because of Hurricane Milton, there are some people still down there. We just had this ridiculously snowstorm. Really didn't hit anything here in Charlotte, but Atlanta, Dallas, some of the northern part of Florida's, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas, got some new snow. And that storm killed some people because of power outages and everything. But the House is focusing on penises? Come on now. Come on. Here's another question. Is the House of Representatives gay? Of course they're not. Of course they're not. But they're focusing more so on penises than I do. And I'm a gay man. Here. I'm a gay man. And they're focusing on penises more than I do. What am I focusing on? My small business. My small business. Trying to set up myself. Are they doing something to help you? No, they are not. No, they are not. It is a pick-me thing. Pick-me means, like, think about in your maybe third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade, sixth grade. He's like, teacher, pick me, pick me, pick me, pick me, pick me. That is a pick-me syndrome. South Carolina Representative Nancy Mace, and I'm so sorry that you were sexually assaulted. Every day she talks about that. But she's actually trying to have Trump pick her for something because she started opening her mouth after Sarah McBride was voted. The state of Delaware only has one representative for the House. Sarah McBride is the first out transgendered woman to ever be voted into the House of Representatives. And yes, Sarah McBride is a transgendered woman. I don't have a picture of her, but she is a representative from Delaware. Nancy Mace is the representative from South Carolina. She said, I'm not sharing the bathroom with a man. Yes, those were her words out of her mouth. I'm not sharing a bathroom with a man. And again, the representative is Sarah McBride, not Ben McBride. It's Sarah McBride. She is a woman. She kept saying that. Now, the other thing that she said too is that all of the representatives apparently have a bathroom in their office. So she's saying that Sarah should always only use her bathroom in her office. Well, how about this, Nancy? How about this? How about you use your bathroom in your office? That way, unless you want a man to be in your bathroom, that's your choice. And then it will be private. It won't be public. Unless somebody finds that. So now, that bill, and I'll remind you, the Protection of Women and Girls in Sports Act is now going to the Senate, which is newly controlled by the Republicans. And I'll ask this question again. Why are the Republicans focusing on penises? Why? Why are they focusing on penises? Nobody else in the House is talking about Sarah McBride. They're not. They're not. They might be talking about it, but they're not talking about it outside. What I would ask you to do is just go ahead and start speaking to your representatives and speaking to your senators and saying, excuse me, why are you focusing on penises instead of the burning fires and on the East Coast, the infrastructure that's not getting done? Just ask them that question. Just ask them that question and see what they answer, particularly the Republicans and those two Democrats in Texas. And just for the information, I haven't been registered as a Democrat since I was 29 years old. No, I have not. I am an independent thinking person. I'm an independent. Because in the state of North Carolina and the state of Missouri and a couple other states that I've lived in, I was able to register as unaffiliated. The Republicans and the Democrats, from my perspective, don't give a fat, happy ass rats about me as a black man and me as a gay man and me as a senior citizen and me as a small business owner. No, they don't, unless there's an election or unless something happens. But it's about choosing the lesser of two evils. Would I ever be a Republican? Absolutely not. So if you draw a line and then look at the center, I'm left of center. Not all the way down as a fully progressive or fully liberal person, but I'm left of center. So for the most part, I will join the Democrats voting. But if there's a blue Republican who is socially liberal, a little, not fully fiscal conservative, but understands that citizens need help from the government, but nobody needs to have a gold toilet. And yes, somewhere in the House of Representatives, or it might be in the Senate, one of those chambers, there are gold toilets in there. Yes, there are. Unless they've taken them out. Because that was a scandal. I can't remember how many years ago, but yeah, that was a scandal. So again, call your representatives and ask them, why are they focusing on penises and not disasters? Yes, not disasters. Or not helping the farmers, because here's a little nugget too that was on my local news. Eggs, the price of eggs are going to go up even higher. Why? Because 17 million chickens were killed because of I know I'm mispronouncing it, but the avian flu. It is an animal flu. And it killed all those chickens. And it's going to take them, what do they say, on the average about 6 months to get that back into that number of chickens so that the price of eggs will come down. Because the farmers are not going to eat that. They just lost those chickens and they have to buy more chickens. But while they're buying more chickens, the price of eggs is going up. It has nothing to do with inflation. Nothing to do with inflation. I'm a coffee drinker, but because I have a heart issue, I have to drink decaf coffee. But it doesn't matter whether it's regular coffee or decaf coffee. Guess what? The price is going up because of climate change and some other things. Nothing I can do about that except not drink coffee. And I can tell you, Eric not drinking coffee, that ain't gonna happen. That's not. So that's all I'm talking about today. Is about that I just saw on the news. I could not believe that. But again, that's through, you go to the Play Store and type in Smart News and you will see that. Or just go to CBS News website and you can see this. Or just Google the Protection of Women and Girls in Sports Act. And you'll see exactly what I was talking about. The Republicans are focusing on penises rather than healthcare, disaster funding, or infrastructure funding. Just some of those things. And make sure you get a drink and some popcorn because this is part of the circus that's going to start happening. Actually, it just started happening today because of President-elect Trump's nominees are starting to go through confirmation trials, hearings. So have a good Tuesday. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you on the next video.